YouTube. It's Paris here from Team ENP, Trouser Mouse. Um, tonight, I have my deck profile here for you, my Mystic Piper deck profile. The deck's been done for like a couple weeks now, and pretty proud of it. So we're gonna jump right into it. Mystic Piper Chaos. Let's try not to make this too long. All right. So first off, we have the three Mystic Pipers. He's the main guy of the deck. He's the draw engine. Level 1 light type. Really makes it good for the Chaos engine. 2 Kinkabayo. Kinkabayo, if you don't know what he does, he's a beast spirit type. Dark level 1. Whenever he's summoned, you can special level 1 monster from your grave, so you can see how that works with Mystic Piper. Then we have 2 DD Crow, a dark type, level 1. Also helps for the Chaos engine. I like him. I can throw him to the graveyard whenever I need to press for the desperate Chaos engine, I guess. And he also helps out with a lot of stuff like I don't know, targeting with Monster Reborn, Hero Blast, a lot of stuff like that. Pitch it. It goes to the grave while their card gets banished. I just like him. Mechlord Emperor Wizel, dark type, level 1, easy, really good plus with the Mystic Piper. He gets special off the destruction of your monster as long as it goes to the grave and it's face up. But he's just beast. He really wrecks. Just like negates spells, and he's a vacuum for synchro monsters. He's really great. I really like him. Battle Fader. I only have run one, and I put this in last minute, and so far I really like it. Level 1, he doesn't go to the grave if you special him off his effect, but he works really good for the creature swap plays that I got. And last but not least, the light type, the Effect Veiler. It's Effect Veiler, what can I say? Level 1, works good with the, Kinkabayo combo. Syncing the Formula Synchron, stuff like that. Really good card. Alright, so that's it for the level 1 lineup. The next cards that I find extremely necessary for the deck. The Tour Guide and Sangan. Nice, go to Sangan. Anyway, and Tour Bus. A lot of people question why I run Tour Bus in here. And really, that's really one of the main reasons I have her in here. I really like Tour Bus. Recycles my Tour Guide, and I don't like to go into Sangan with Tour Guide because I like to use Sangan's effect to grab a Kinkabayo or a Battle Fader, even Mystic Piper whenever I need it. So I need Sangan's effect. Recycling Tour Guide, and just whatever other monster that I happen to have in the grave, I could pitch a BLS for Trag's effect, snatch an opponent's monster, and then have Tour Bus to shuffle it right back into my deck so I can still use it. Really, I think she's great. I like her. Let's get these out of the way. I'm doing this video by myself, so bear with me here. It's kind of crappy. Next, Thunder King Ryo and Dimensional Alchemist. Thunder King, well, it's a Thunder King. I really need a secret. After a secret. Dimensional Alchemist. I light type, I kind of just threw him in when Chaos Sorcerer got hit. I didn't really have any other idea. But, I mean, so far he has not been bad, especially whenever I banish stuff for, BLS and Chaos Sorcerer, and then I get it right back whenever he's destroyed. So, I mean, and he becomes 1800 real quick. He gets up, so yeah, he's pretty good. Alright, so that's it for that. Alright, and then we got the one-ofs in here. Gorz wins wars. Pretty self-explanatory. BLS, big boss of the deck. Just great. Just love dropping them on people. I love it. Chaos Sorcerer, understudy of BLS. It sucks that it got hit and it's down to 1. It really sucks, and I hate it. But I've gotten along with it so far, I guess. So I've coped with it. Cyber Dragon tech. Love it. My turn. go into Mystic Piper, don't have a monster specialist whenever they do. Beats over stupid monsters. Contact into Chimera Tech, just destroys Zen mains, Katakuri, Girga, whatever you could think of. So I really like them. And then 2 Trags. I love the Trags. This deck is all about hand traps, you know, Effect Veiler, DD Crow, Gores, yeah, and Trag's one of them. He's just really good, especially whenever I get a lot of draw power, so I have a lot of cards in my hand, and I just drop a Trag on a 5-card, 6-card hand, and they're like, oh my god, I just got nerfed. Alright, so that's it for the monsters. I think there's 26 monsters total, maybe pretty high monster count. The next thing we're going to go into is spells. So I have here creature swaps, 2 of them, absolutely necessary. I love them. Really nice when I can normal summon a Kinkabio creature swap, get my Kinkabio at the end of the turn while taking one of their big monsters. Pot of Duality for consistency. Again, creature swap's just a really good card. It just goes really well with the combos. My friends know all this. They know that whenever they know to watch out for this, because I'll go into not Zen mains, but Acid Golem, creature swap their monster, and then sit on Acid Golem while they can't special, and then they take damage. So my friends they always watch out for me with that, and I just love like freaking trolling people with that shit. Next, 3 MST. MST at 3 says no. So a lot of back row destruction. Just helps ease the air out there whenever I can destroy a opponent's card. And I main 3, so I know one time I got in a duel and the guy's like, oh my god, you main 3 of them? Because I used them like back to back to back, and he just got annoyed. Alright, and then you got the 1-ofs over here, the staples, you know, not much to explain. Monster Reborn, Book of Moon, Heavy Storm, Dark Hole. So yeah. And then the last part of the main deck, the traps. I have 4 traps, which honestly I think throughout all the Mystic Piper decks I've seen, it's kind of like kind of high, I guess. I don't know. I used to only have 2, but when Chaos Sorcerer got hit, I had no choice but to throw in a Mirror Force and Assault Warning, because I couldn't figure out anything else. And honestly, they don't do bad. If I don't use Solemn Warning in game 1 at all, I'll side it out. Mirror Force normally stays in, the Torrentials always stay in. I love the double Torrential format. So yeah. We're going to get to the extra deck. I don't really have a side right now. I do, sorta, but I don't. It's not very good. It's incomplete right now, so yeah. I'm going to get through this right quick. Allied Justice Catastor. It's Catastor. He's pretty boss. So, I mean, there's not much to explain about him. He's really easy to go into whenever I got Mind Control and Creature Swap, Kinkabio, and Effect Veiler. It's really easy. Decisive Armor. Again, it's another one of the Mind Control things. Creature Swap, you know, it's really easy to take an opponent's BLS or something, hide the monster, and then sync with Kinkabio and Effect Veiler. Effect Veiler and Kinkabio, I go into that a lot, because I find myself in a position where I can sync and just abuse my opponent's monsters. Armory Arm, another easy synchro. Really nice when I can attack an opponent's defensive monster. I remember one time where my opponent summoned something. It was stronger than the Cyber Dragon I had, and I ended up syncing next turn after booking their monster, and then ran over it with Cyber Dragon with Armory Arm attached. 3100, just ran over it, and then subtracted the last bit of life points. So he's situational at times too. Arcanite Magician, it was a lot easier to go into him when I had 3 Chaos Sorcerer, but now it's not so easy. So, I mean, I just kind of kept him in here just because, I mean, I paid money for him, so it's just, yeah. Formula Synchron, like I said before, really easy to go into with Kinkabio and Effect Veiler. Stardust Dragon. Stardust. Negates Destruction. I don't have Starlight Road in here, so I have no choice but to synchro into him, but I feel like Starlight Road is kind of stupid anyway. I mean, yeah, you can stop a Heavy Storm, destruction of whatever, but you don't get to bring him back if you use Stardust effects, because, yeah, I'm pretty sure if you know anything about Starlight Road, then you know that you can't bring him back. Leviathan Dragon. I go into this beater whenever I really don't have whenever I don't either feel like going into something else or I just don't have anything else to go into. I don't do it a lot, but when I do, he works out pretty well for me. Then we got number 20, Giga Brilliant. He's a light type, so if he gets in the graveyard, I can banish him for something. He gets up real quick, gets my other monsters up real quick. Easy 2100. I could pitch the, I can get the Tour Guide Recycling combo down easier because I can pitch each turn. I mean, he's kind of just, he works the same as Leviathan Dragon in this deck. So I mean, yeah. Double Acid Golem. Like I said before, creature swap and an Acid Golem, or Tour Guide and an Acid Golem. Tour Guide Tour Bus combo. Go into Acid Golem. Wait 2 turns. Creature swap. They rage. I remember I did this at locals, and I sat on this the whole time. 8,000 damage, 4 turns. Sat on it the whole time. They couldn't do anything. It's pretty sweet because it stops them from special summoning too. So and they can't use them to attack, and I just sat on them. Double Zen mains. He's another one of my options. He's Zen mains. You know, if he survives, people figure out how to counter this so much nowadays. It's almost not worth going into him sometimes. But yeah, I still like him. So my own personal tech, Grinosaurus. He's a 2K beater, and when he destroys, that's minus another 1,000. I really like him. I thought it was beast. I thought one day I was just looking at him, I was like, Grinosaurus is kind of beast. So it took me like, surprisingly, 2 weeks to get 1, but I ended up getting swamped with a lot of them. I have like 4 now, so yeah, but I really like Grinosaurus. Leviair the Sea Dragon, I barely ever go into him, but when I do, I normally have control of the game, complete and total control. I can use this, you know, bring out the banished monsters that I have. Mystic Piper, you know, go into Leviair, bring out Mystic Piper +1. So, yeah, it's not bad. And I could bring back a Thunder King Ryo or something like that. And then Chimeratech Fortress Dragon. Again, the reason why Cyber Dragon's in the deck, really. I mean, I could just get over people's, you know, machines, stuff like that. Go into like a 4K Cyber Dragon or 4K Chimeratech Fortress. So I really like it. But yeah, that's the main reason Cyber Dragon's in here. He's just really situational too. So yeah, that is the main deck. If I can go through the side deck real quick. I guess there's not much to it. Okay, I got Mind Crush in here. Really nice. Whenever my opponent searches out a monster and I just have this face down, I always side it in. But really nice when I could know what they're playing, see their whole hand, and even if I don't, call it right or something. But I only do it if they search, so I know what's in there, so I don't gotta pitch a card from my hand instead. Royal Decree. I run 2, but I only have 1 right now. Focus. I only have 1 right now. It's okay. Or it's pretty good, especially since I only run, you know, a limited number of traps. It really works when I plan on shutting my opponent down. So yeah, Kaiku, get cards out of the graveyard whenever he does damage, and they can't banish for like a Chaos Sorcerer, Light Pulsar, or Black BLS. You know, so I really like him. I always, I mean, I side him in game 2 or game 3 or whatever it may be, but yeah, I really like him. Chain Disappearance, I run 2, but I only have 1. Dino Rabbit, that's it. That's pretty much it right there. Can't stand Dino Rabbit, can't stand it, hate it so much. Rescue Rabbit, get Chain Disappearance, die. And Dimensional Fissure, stuff like Dark Worlds. Dark Worlds is a really bad matchup, and I hate it. I always find myself under so much pressure playing against Dark Worlds, but Dimensional Fissure normally takes care of that most of the time. Even things like Infernities, D-Fissure takes care of them. I run 2, but I only have 1 right now. I'm after another one. So, that's it, YouTube. Hope you like my mat. Haha. But that's it, YouTube. Thanks for watching. Comment, like, subscribe. Paris, Team E and P, signing off.